Um, well, you know the trusts we do, that's what they are. It's two ways to register a trust, right? One way you can register it like normal people do. You can register it statutorily with the Secretary of State and blah, blah, blah. But the other way you do it, the only reason that it ever sticks its head out, other than private interaction, is to register a bank account number. And when you go and do that bank account registration, what happens is they run it through every system that it needs to go through. So from that point on, it's registered.
Well, you said they run it through. You mean like when you get the EIN, the IRS system?
No, not the EIN. They don't do anything then. But when you get your EIN, there's a blank. Well, if you're doing the hard filing, there's a blank. And if you're doing the little box you check, where they ask you what the purpose of the trust is. And what you say is it's banking. The sole purpose of you getting a tax ID number is just for banking only.
I got a question for you. A couple years ago, I set up I have a business, but it's a private business. It's not, I've never registered it. Well, I actually registered it with the Secretary of State, then I moved it out. I did the business deed reconveyance, so it's just a private trade name. But I actually did set up a bank account for that business with a EIN with banking purposes only. Could I move that into a trust?
You set it up solely for banking purposes?
Yep, solely for banking purposes. Because the business.
Yeah, then you can. Yeah. I mean, my experience is this, man. To keep your trust private, but to know that your trust has been set up properly, the thing you have to do is register a bank account. Because if it's wrong, you're going to have help getting a bank account. When you get the bank account, now that's not to say that every bank will do the bank account. Some banks will run you through the ring. But when you get the bank account, that's a wink and a nod to you that you did something right. Because when they take that paperwork from you, what they're doing is they're taking it in the back and they're giving it to a lawyer. And that lawyer's sending it to the lawyers. That
banking purposes EIN, and I went in and said I got a trademark business, and I set up a business account for it.
Right.
But what I'm thinking now is, do I even convert that to a trust and just go that way? I've already got the EIN, as I'm saying.
What was it before? Statutory trust?
No, it's just a business. This is my business.
Here's what you do. We can get together and create a trust if you want to, the kind of trust that you need. And what we do is it'll absorb that business. And in absorbing that business by resolution, you'll change the nature of what the business is.